Hello everyone, welcome to Let's Crack UPSC CSE English. About me, I am Sandeep Bhushan Thummala and my credentials are I have 10 years of teaching experience for civil services. I teach international relations and internal security and in-depth analysis of the trending editorials and articles which will be very helpful for you in regards to cracking prelims and mains examinations, wherein my session will make you understand and emphasize on the keywords and the key phrases which will be very useful in regards to identifying the factual and analytical question for prelims point of view. Thereby, my session that is in regards to the in-depth analysis of the editorials and articles, I would be emphasizing on the keywords and the key phrases from the editorials and articles to identify the factual and analytical questions for prelims point of view, and you by imbibing the keywords and the key phrases in your answer writing. So I will make you sure, or I'll make you get into the practice of imbibing the keywords and the key phrases so that your answers for the mains would be precise and concise. So whenever your answers for the mains are precise and concise, that means you are as per the demand of UPSC. So your answers are not in a very lengthy manner but very precise and concise what the UPSC is demanding from you in regards to mains examination. So definitely by imbibing the keywords and the key phrases, you will have scoring a very high marks in the mains examination. So thereby my session will be definitely useful for you to crack prelims and mains both for 2020 as well as 2021 also. But before we get into the topic, you have a notification in regards to Let's Crack UPSC CSE English, which is India's largest learning platform. And once you get subscribed to it, you will have live and recorded courses unlimited from the India's best educators. And the privileges you get once you subscribe are the daily live classes, live test and quizzes, structured courses, and unlimited access to both live and recorded courses. And these are the educators at Unacademy, which you can see it on your screen. And in regards to Let's Crack UPSC CSE English courses, you have economy, environment, current affairs, and all others which you can also see it on your screen. Along with that, you have the essay writing, internal security, and social issues, which are also part of the Let's Crack UPSC CSE English courses. And in regards to UPSC CSE English subscription, you have 12 months of subscription, wherein the original price of the subscription is 44,000. But once you use my code while you are subscribing, that is SBT10, so you will get 10% discount on the original price, that is the 44,000, and the discounted price would be 39,600. So do take the advantage of using my code while you are subscribing to avail 10% discount. To avail 10% discount on the original price, that is 44,000, and the discounted price would be 39,600. And you also have the 24-month subscription, wherein the original price is 64,000, and while you use my code SBT10, that is Sandeep Bhushan Thummala 10, while you are subscribing 24 months for Let's Crack UPSC CS English subscription, you can avail 10% discount on the original price, which is 64,000 for 24 months, and the discounted price would be 57,600. So definitely you will be benefited while you are using my code SBT10 while you are subscribing both for 44 months. You will have a discount, and the discounted price would be 39,600 in regards to the 12 months, and in regards to 24 months the discount you will get is 10%, and the discounted price would be 57,600. So do take the maximum benefit while you are subscribing by using my code SBT10, that is Sandeep Bhushan Thummala 10. And in regards to today's topic is that I would take up the in-depth analysis of the trending editorials and articles, which would be again my tagline, which is that I would be emphasizing on the keywords and the key phrases. So please do understand, this is my tagline, that I would be emphasizing on the keywords and the key phrases, which will further be useful, which will help you in regards to scoring high marks in prelims as well as mains examinations. They're definitely my session, that is in-depth analysis of the trending editorials and articles, will certainly be beneficial for you in regards to scoring high marks in the prelims and mains examinations. And before I get into the topic, I would say very good morning to all who are in the live and also in the live chat. Very good morning to you all, and very good morning to Pooja Patel, Shravani, uh, Siddharthan, Diksha, Anjali, Shravani, Shravs. Okay. First, I would read. First, I would say very good morning to Pooja Patel, because I presume Pooja Patel is the first time she is being in my class live chat. So welcome, Pooja Patel, and very good morning to you. And then Shravani sir says, good morning, sir. So, provide the answer for the question tomorrow, sir, so we can evaluate our answer easily, sir. We can take the screenshot and we can compare our answer with you, sir. Okay, fine. Okay. At the end, just provide the slides of the answer, sir. We can evaluate easily and can learn more points, sir. Frankly speaking, answer writing, I don't know. Only you know. No, I'm just kidding. Answers, I answers you can. What I means is it was just a sense of humor, because why I'm saying is after the end of this session you are definitely, and why I'm saying is Stravani, I always say that my tagline is what keywords and the key phrases. Look at this. So definitely whenever I'm highlighting or underscoring the keywords and the key phrases, they are the one which have to be in the answers. They are the one which have to be in the answers. So start doing that. You will definitely get into the mode. Are you getting the point, Shravani? And also, very good morning to Venkatesh. Also, very good morning to you, Venkatesh. And now we will start up the topic for today. That is in regards to the streamed education is diluted education. So uh, article, today's article is streamed education is diluted education. Can anyone tell me what does it mean? Everyone, Pooja Patel, Shravani, Siddharthan, Diksha, Anjali, Venkatesh, can you please tell me what does it mean? The author says streamed education is diluted education. What does it mean? I would just wish to have what you say, just 30 seconds of discussion here. I would wish to take your points also. What are you understanding about the article's headline? Online education. Okay, very good. Monu Chauhan has also joined. Monu Chauhan, very good morning to you. Very good morning to you, and I hope it is your first class. Monu Chauhan, very good morning to you. And today we would be discussing in depth in regards to the streamed education is diluted education. Present education is diluted. Okay, online education. Anjali says. Venkatesh says that present education is diluted. Siddharth says online education not worth for younger ones. Okay, okay. And anything else? Anyone else? Diksha, unique technology way of education. Absolutely. Absolutely. Pooja, Pooja Patel, can you also put in your mind? Can you also type in your mind or key in your mind? Yes. Fine. So when the words, see what is here important while you're no discipline in online education. Okay, Shravani says no discipline. Abhishek Ashok has joined. First of all, Abhishek Ashok, very good morning to you. Very good morning to you. Very good morning to you. And Abhishek Ashok says most helpful if used with discipline. Okay, good, good note, good point. Abhishek says most useful if used with discipline. Absolutely okay. And everyone who have made the point, Anjali says, as said, online education. Stravani says weekend education. Okay. Venkatesh again says present education is diluted. Siddharthan says online education not worth for younger ones. Diksha says unique technology way of education. Savani says no discipline in online education. Abhishek says most useful, helpful if used in discipline. Yes, very well. All of you are almost to the point. To the point, definitely. So what is here very important that we need to focus or we would be focusing is the words. The words are very important. Keywords, I always say keywords are very, very important. And what do you mean by streamed is streaming. What do you mean by streaming? Online. Streaming online. So online education is diluted education. As per author, he says is that the streaming education, that is online education, live, yes, online, live, streaming, live, online, live education is a diluted education as per the author. So we will look at what is this, or it is a model. It is a model based. Streaming education is a model based education based on social distancing. So please do understand here, it is a on model based education on social distancing, and this is very clear that the streaming education or online education or live has become a part of life now because of the national lockdown, because of the COVID-19 pandemic situation. We have seen that online education have been mushroomed and it is at the peak now. It is at the peak now, no doubt. We are also into the online education, no doubt about it. You all, I mean, we are also conversing about the streamed education is dilute education even in the online education. But definitely this, the author is talking about not about the competitive education, but he is very much focused about the academics. He is very much focused about the academics. So we will look at what the academic education, which is actually very important only when it is put up into the concept of a classroom and a campus, put up into the concept of a classroom and a campus. But rather, if it is in regards to the what you said, social distancing or a streamed education, then it is a dilute education. So we will look at the UGC scheme, which is actually now into the action, and what are the sacred spaces. So definitely classroom is a sacred space, is almost equivalent to a temple. It is a sacred, it is sacrosanct. Classroom is a sacrosanct as equivalent to the temple. So definitely, are we moving away from the sacred spaces, that is a sacrosanct one? So definitely we will look at what the government has come up with, what is various schemes, and then in regards to the MOOC, that is in regards to massive open online courses, and also in regards to various platform, that is Swayam platform, Swayam, SWAYM, Swayam platform. We will look at all that, and then we will make sure that how the government is going ahead now at the time of what is a national lockdown, wherein the stream education is popular, but the stream education is dilute education as per the author. So we will look at all that, and he has also mentioned very clearly that the concept of classroom is an essential laboratory. Concept of classroom is an essential laboratory, and then whatever I'm saying, please do take it into consideration that all those are the definitely the keywords or key phrases. Concept of classrooms are being an essential laboratories. Concept of classrooms are the essential laboratories. So now definitely we'll get into the topic without wasting much of time of yours also. And streamed education is dilute education. So definitely when we look at, there are, so before he has got into the education, that is the online education, he has given an example, he has taken an example. We will just look at that example and then we'll get into the online education, that is in regards to the academics, whether it is really absolutely right in regards to the making sure that the sacred places or essential laboratory of the classroom or at the campuses, or it is equivalent or it is shifting the stand. So he has taken an example which talks about two kinds of helmets. Please do understand, he has taken an what do you say example wherein he is talking about two kinds of helmets. Please do understand, you might be thinking that what is this, it is irrelevant. No, it is relevant. That is why he has taken this example. Once we understand this example, we can very clearly try to understand what is that he is trying to compare the helmet with the education system. Helmet with the education system. So definitely we will focus on that. And then when he's talking about these two helmets, he is saying that the one is the one which will protect the head, and the other one will protect the wallet. Wallet in the sense your purse. So there are two helmets. One will protect the head, and the other one will protect your wallet or wallet. Just a minute. Yeah. So one will definitely protect your head and the other one will protect your wallet. So what is this? He is talking about two kinds of what do you say artifacts. That is, one is in regards to the protecting the head, the other one is in regards to protecting the wallet, which look the same and go by the same name. So definitely there is a sense that both are taking up the same kind of situations wherein they are for the making sure that they are used for different, but the name is same but cannot be more dissimilar. So what is the difference between the two? He's talking about the what is the difference between the two helmets, that is one is protecting the head and the other one is protecting the wallet. So most significant is the design intention. So please do take it into consideration, this keyword. So when both are useful for different purposes but the name is same, so what is the more significant one? That is the design intention. So what is the intention which the design is taking place? So the designing of the helmet for head, designing of the helmet for the wallet is very very important. What is the design intention? So intention is very important here when we are talking about the intention. Please do understand, intention is very important, and this is a keyword what you need to take it into consideration, that the focusing of the example and then linking it with the education. So this word, that is the intention, will be very very important while we are also talking about the education also. That is, we'll talk about what is the design intention. One is keeping safety in mind. So one thing is in regards to the safety, the design intention is in regards to the safetiness, one is in regards to the durable, and the other one is in regards to the absorbing material, that is impact absorbing material. So definitely it is the impact. So when we are looking at the intention of the design, so one is in regards to the safety, durability, and also impact absorbing material that has been thoroughly tested. So definitely when the author is talking about the design intention, that is in regards to safety, durability, and impact. The other one is designed to get made of quality compromising. So the other one is talking about quality compromising and a low cost material. So definitely the design intention. So one intention is in regards to safety as we discussed. The other one is in regards to durability, we discussed durability, and the other one is in regards to the impact. So one could be in regards to the 3 4 3 4 5, the design intention. Okay, Diksha is also joined. Diksha, very online streaming. Okay, Diksha says same with design intention of online education, but the outcome coming from that is not so worthy. Okay, very good. Sticks India cousin. I do not know your name, but I would say very good morning to you, because I've seen. I think you are for the first time here. I mean, joining my classes. Sticks Indian cousin. Okay, so the design intention is first is, as we said, spoke about the one, please do understand the keywords. First is safety, durability, and then impact. And the other intention is the keywords again we are trying to identify, that is quality compromising, low cost material. Please do take it into consideration. When you can understand this, you will understand very well the what is happening in the academics, what is happening in the university grants commission academics itself. So we can link that. And why I'm saying so is, please do understand, this is based on the education. What we are talking about, what we are discussing about, in-depth analysis is in regards to the education. And when we are talking about education, it is no doubt it is about higher education, and higher education is definitely a part of the general essay. Please do understand, please do understand, in essay you will have this, what you said, definitely a question in the essay in regards to the education, focusing on the higher education also. So it is very very important in regards to the general essay. I'm not talking about the others paper, it is in regards to the general essay. That is why please do understand the concepts. You can definitely put it, these keywords and the key phrases, in your answer for sure, because this is definitely the general essay paper, education, on education, focusing on the higher education. And Ritu Chauhan has also joined. Very good morning to you, Ritu Chauhan. Very good morning to you. And today we are discussing about an article which talks about, today's article, that is streamed education is diluted education. So we are looking at that aspect. So definitely there are two intentions. One I said safety, durability, impact, and the other one is quality compromise and then low cost material. So definitely here we are seeing the dilution in our conception of an helmet. So helmet, here we are talking about, we can consider this helmet as education. helmet as education. So one is in regards to two types of helmet we have seen. One is in regards to what you say, which is protecting the head. The other one is wallet. So definitely we have seen various kinds, that is the safety, durability, impact, and the other one is quality compromise and the low cost material. So definitely when we are going ahead with the low cost material in regards to preparing the design intention of the helmet, that is focusing it with or comparing it with the education. So definitely the dilution is definitely into the process of it, and the original meaning, is to what, to gear to protect us from an unfortunate accident in regards to the helmet, and the other one is gear to protect us from being fined. So definitely this helmet we are using it for two purposes. One is to overcome or to what you say, make sure that we are protected from any kind of accidents, and the other one is from the fines. Please do take it into consideration. If you can understand this very clearly, you will know it better about comparing it with the education. So a helmet you will be using to make sure that you would forego or you would avoid accidents. The other one is to avoid fines. So it all depends upon you whether you do not use the helmet for the head because you wanted to what you say avoid the accidents, or you avoid the or protect from being fined. That's it. Both are same, but the meaning is different, but the what you say outcome is different. Please do understand what he was saying here. Looks the same and go by the same, but cannot be more dissimilar. So wearing the helmet, one is to prevent the accident, other one is by being fined. So interestingly, the act of fining the riders without helmets has translated them something valuable, merely functional or instrumental. So what is that functional instrumental? So when you are talking about value, please do understand here value and function. Here we are, just a minute. Please do take it into consideration. We will be focusing on two words. We will be focusing or discussing about two words. One is value, the other one is function. In regards to the entire article, we would be discussing or we would be emphasizing on the two words, that is value and function. And that is what you need to keep on focusing on in regards to the education, that is streamed education and the classroom education. Streamed education and classroom education in regards to the higher education, again focusing in regards to the higher education. So here we are talking about two things. When we are talking about that helmet and all that, it is the value and it is the function. So value is an end in itself. Value is what? An end in itself. And the functional is a means to an end. Means to an end. So definitely when you are using it, you have two what do you say situations. You have it. One is value, one is functional. Value, that means end in itself, that means that is you don't have any means to it. But in regards to functional, there are means to an end. So definitely you will have various means to an end, but here value, end in itself, there are no means, there are no what do you say actions or wherein you will get into the mode of doing something for the end result. No, nothing kind of that. In the value you will have end in itself, in the functional you will have means to end. And this is very two keywords are very important in regards to the entire discussion what we'll be talking about education, that is the value and then the function. Face of value, face of functional. Face of value, face of functional we'll be discussing. And this captures the conundrum. Conundrum in the sense the challenge or the mystery. What the contemporary is going ahead. What the contemporary is going ahead. What the contemporary is that now the social distancing. Because of the social distancing, that is online classes or else the streamed education. The contemporary is the streamed education. All that is of value is diluting into the functional. So the value is diluting into functional. Please do understand these concepts. Value is diluting into functional. Value is all that is of value is diluting into functional. That means end in itself is diluting into means to an end, and there seems to be no vocabulary to capture this dilution of meaning. So definitely here the focus is on the dilution or diluting. So please do understand the two words how he is trying to compare it, that is the design intention. Please do design intention. So these are all the keywords. Design intention, value is diluting to functional, and then keyword is this value and the functional one. So all this we look at, you will try to understand how the value and functional are actually correlated, and how this system is social distancing is creating a norm which has become a compulsory in regards to the streamed education. But in regards to the streamed education, how best we are trying to get the output is a big question mark, is a very big question mark in regards to the academics, in regards to academics, whether the quality is compromised, whether you have a low cost material. So all these are taken into consideration, and David Raj is also part of our discussion. David, very good morning to you. And today we are discussing about today's article, which talks about streamed education is diluted education. Streamed education is diluted education. So on based of that, now we will get into the exact discussions. All this what we I did talk about, or what I discussed, was in regards to the, in regards to just giving an, what you say, example, taking a helmet. But now the main focus starts. Even Naresh has joined. Very good morning to you, Naresh. The UGC scheme. So we will now focus on the education that is streamed education, which is part of the UGC scheme, that is University Grants Commission. University Grants Commission has issued a circular. So because of the COVID-19 situation, or else in regards to the national lockdown, University Grants Commission, UGC, has issued a circular to all the universities that they should all the universities should start encouraging to adopt MOOC. This is again very important key phrase. So the UGC has issued a circular in regards to making sure that all the universities are following, or they are encouraging to be adopted a system called as massive open online courses, and this is very very important. So it is been from the UGC itself, that is to adopt massive on open online courses offered by, and this part especially, this part is very important for prelims point of view. Prelims, this question is very important, that is MOOCs is actually been adopted or issued circulate by the University Grants Commission. And Satya has also joined. Very good morning to you, Satya. Is offered by or issued by University Grants Commission, so that all the universities would adopt the MOOCs, that is massive open online courses offered by its Swayam. So what is Swayam is also very very important for prelims point of view. For prelims point of view, please do understand prelims, because always I take up the macro level and micro level, teaching I do, so that I focus on mains as well as focus on prelims point of view also. So definitely it is on the basis of Swayam platform. So this is a platform by the government, Swayam platform. Under the Swayam platform, UGC wanted to go ahead with a massive open online courses, or online courses for the credit transfer, credit in the sense education. So Sticks Indian cousin says, sir, will these classes be held every day? Yes, every day. Every day. Sticks, can I know your name please? Very good morning to you, Sticks Indian cousin. Can I know your name please? It is daily morning. You have morning 7:30, you have the class for the analysis of the newspaper, Hindu newspaper, and again at 10:15 we go ahead with the in-depth analysis of the editorials and articles. Six, Indian cousin, can I know your name please? If you are comfortable enough to come up with your name, otherwise that's okay. So daily 7:30 and then 10:15 a.m. So Swayam, what is a Swayam? So Swayam is a program which has been initiated by the government of India. Why? Because they wanted to make sure that they achieve three cardinal principles. It is based on the three principles, and this is again I am saying very very important for prelims point of view. Swayam is a program which is taken up by the government of India which they have designed based on the three principles. What are the principles? Principles in regards to the education policy, and government of India has come up with the education policy, and this education policy is based on three principles, that is in regards to the access to the education, and then in regards to the equity, not equality, equity to the education, and quality of education. So this is very very important in regards to the prelims point of view, the scheme in regards to the education policy. I'm making it very clear, could be a probable question for prelims also. Mains for sure, I'm saying mains for sure. Generalists say there will be a question, not there could be, there will be a question on higher education, and you can add these points also. So Swayam is the program which has been initiated by Government of India to design the education policy based on three principles, that is access to education, equity to education, and then quality to education. And definitely this sounds like a, I mean, this what we are talking about, this Swayam platform, it sounds like a benevolent, and this I have given this is not in the newspaper. Please do understand, from Swayam, whatever it is not in the newspaper, it is not in the article. This I have taken it for your benefit, for your prelims point of view, and in regards to again the government coming up, or else UGC coming up with the massive open online courses offered by the Swayam platform, is definitely a kind or caring, benevolent one, because at the time of the national lockdown, definitely the open massive open online courses is a, what do you say, blessings in disguise for everyone in regards to the education, education. However, it poses a great danger. There is also something, he says that there is a danger because of this, what you say, massive open online courses. Why? We will look at great danger, since it is also being seen as an instrument to achieve. So definitely there is something the government is also focusing on, what do you say, coming up with the MOOS, that is massive open online courses, which is also trying to, what do you say, come up or to use as an instrument to achieve the GER. What is GER? Again, this is very important key phrase. While you're writing the mains examination, while you're writing mains, your answer should definitely have this keyword, that is the gross enrollment ratio in higher education. Gross enrollment ratio in higher education, and this is the very very important keyword, and that is what the government is also making sure that through the massive open online courses offered by the Swayam platform, it is trying to increase the target or achieve the target, that is country's target, that is gross enrollment ratio in higher education. Please do take it into consideration, this key phrase, gross enrollment ratio in higher education. You have to put this, what is a phrase, in your answer while you're writing about the education or higher education in general essay. Please do take it into consideration. Envisioned to be 30 percentage by 2021, 25.8 percentage in 2017 and 18. So gross enrollment ratio in higher education in 2017-18 was just 25.8, but as they wanted to, what you say, increase it to 30% by the year 2021. So definitely MOOC could be taken as an, what you say, to reach or to achieve the gross enrollment ratio. And then Shravani says, what is gross enrollment? It is the enrollment, the way we go ahead with in the school also, primary education, or else in regards to the it is like making sure that the students are enrolling in the higher education, because we have seen higher education, many of the one who are finishing the graduation, they are moving away, I mean going out of the country, and then trying to have their higher education in various other foreign countries, so to stop, it is like to stop the brain drain, so try to retain the great minds who have completed the graduation, or else in regards to the, what you say, who have finished their intermediate and then trying to move out of the India, and then go ahead with the education or higher education elsewhere in the foreign countries. So stop them, and then make sure that the gross enrollment ratio in the higher education, that the Indians or the youth which are trying to move out of country and then pursue their higher education in various other foreign universities, then stop them, or what do you say, make sure that they drift towards the being part of the India, that is having their higher education in Indian universities, So definitely this is a very very important information, what is the author being is providing here. Very, very important, I am saying it. And this is the Swayam, which is by the government of India. It is by the Ministry of Human Resource Development. It is by the Ministry of Human Resource Development. So do take it into consideration. This is the Swayam platform, which is a free online education by the which has come up by the Ministry of Human Resource Development, that is Government of India. That is Government of India. You can log on to Swayam, that is swayam.gov.in. This is very, very important. You can have a very good, what do you say, answer in regards to higher education, that how the government is also supporting the higher education in regards to the gross enrollment. And here is at another instant of conspicuous in the sense very visible. So there is another instant wherein it is very visible, that is the dilution of meaning and subsequent flattening of the learning curve. So definitely the author, what he talks about, it's definitely there is the gross enrollment is also happening in higher education. And what is the other one is the dilution of, is talking about the dilution of what, meaning and subsequent flattening of learning curve. So definitely what is the learning curve, he is also focusing on this keyword, and this is also very important keyword, learning curve. So what is the learning curve? When you are part of the classroom or you are in the campus, rather than the learning curve when you are in the streamed education or online education. Please try to understand it. I'm trying to make it very clear that the learning curve when you are in the, what do you say, classroom, learning curve while you are in the classroom or in the campus, and then learning curve while you are in the streamed education, that is online education. So this way you need to have the flow chart and then have that learning curve. There is a, what is a dilution, definitely there would be a dilution in the meaning and subsequent flattening of the learning curve. So the meaning of the learning curve and the flattening of the learning curve would definitely take place when you are, and it is very visible when you are getting into the mode of the streamed education because of the MOOC, that is massive open online courses by the Swayam platform. Instead of expanding the network of higher education institutions across the country and increasing seats, the government plans to make online degree programs. So we have seen that government is coming up with various initiatives, that is in regards to the online degree programs. So what is essential at this moment, what the author talks about is that there needs to be expansion of the network of higher education institutions. That means higher education institutions have to be increased in India across the country, and thereby what will happen is the seats also will be increased, increasing the seats in the higher education institutions, increasing the seats and also increasing the number of higher education institutions have to take place. But adversely what is happening is the government is planning for the open degree program available for students to enroll and graduate from an add to GER. What is this? Gross enrollment ratio. So definitely the government of India is planning or to achieve the gross enrollment ratio. Thereby it is going ahead with programs called as online degree program, but rather it has to go ahead with expanding the network of higher education institutions across the country so that it will also increase the number of seats in the higher education. But adversely what is going on is the ODP, that is online degree program. Okay, Venkatesh, you wanted to say something? Please go ahead. And education is now being peddled as a combination of content and consumption. So what is now the education? Now the education system is taking up in this type of the content. What is the content and how it is consumed or consumption, contempt and consumption, and this diluted meaning. So because we were talking about the dilution meaning of what, learning curve, and this diluted meaning is being put to the service of achieving GER. So why we are, see, look at this key phrase, that is GER, how many times it is being used in the entire article, that is gross enrollment ratio. So only for the sake of gross enrollment ratio or to achieve the target of the gross enrollment ratio, the government is planning with the online degree program and also MOOC, that is massive open online courses, and then through the Swayam platform, it is going ahead with making sure that the education is now peddled as a combination of content and consumption. So definitely when you are having the content and you are just what you say going for only consumption, so what is important is combination of content and consumption, wherein it is diluted. That is what is diluted, the learning curves are diluted, whether the learning curve would be flattening or it will increase, whether you are in the classroom or in the campus teaching or learning methods, or whether you are in the streamed education, and therefore MOOC based e-learning platform tend to reinforce a top-down teacher to student directionality of learning. So I will look at, I will explain this. So this is what MOOC online is all about. So this MOOC based e-learning platform, this MOOC e-learning platform tend to reinforce, that is emphasize on the top down teacher to student directionality of learning, whereby the teacher creates and the students consume. So teacher is creating and the student is consuming. So what is happening here, teacher creates the classes and the student is what do you say consuming it. That is what is happening. So just creating and then consumption, the teacher is creating, that is from a top down teacher to student directionality. And this keyword, please do key phrase, this is very very important, that is top down teacher to student directionality. Top down teacher to student directionality, that is what teacher is going ahead with creating the material and the student is just consuming it, and this is not the real kind of what you say teaching what the author says. Why he is saying, we'll definitely look at it, and how it is really appropriate also we will look at it. So definitely what the focus is made here is GER, the key phrases, that is gross enrollment ratio, and then MOOC or MOOC, that is massive open online courses, and then top down teacher to student directionality of learning. This is also very important key phrase here. And this misses the point that teaching and learning are skills. So definitely when you are talking about teaching and learning, so teacher here what creates and the learner here what consumes. But what does the teacher and learners both have or both in common is skills that are always in the making, and the skills are not what you say permanent, they are dynamic. Skills are dynamic. You need to always enhance your skills. Your skills have to be dynamic, and wherein this in the streamed education, as per the author says, that it misses the point that teaching and learning are skills. If you are just what you say going ahead with the streamed education in regards to the open open degree program, in regards to the streamed education, teacher is just creating and then the learner is consuming. But in regards to the teacher and learner, both have to exhibit their skills, and these skills are definitely always in the making. That means they are all dynamic. So when they are all dynamic, definitely in the streamed education there could be a possibility that the skills are being not in the making. They could be after some time static. They could be static. Okay, Satya says that is there limited number of seats are available on the learning platform as limited in the classroom, or it is unlimited. So that is what you can just log into the that site, and then probably when the government is focusing on GER, so definitely it would be when when you are online, when you are sitting at home, Satya, when you are sitting at home, that means you are single. You are not part of the classroom wherein it would be totally jam packed. No, you are single. So there is no point of what you say having any kind of what is a limited in the classroom. So when I am teaching, you know, definitely there is no limit in regards to the viewers. It could be n number of viewers, so there is nothing. And the teacher is after all an intellectual. So here when we are talking about the teacher is an intellectual midwife. So what do you mean by midwife? Midwife is the one who is a professional or nurse, especially who takes care of the women who is a pregnant woman in case of at the time of the delivery. So midwife is the one who is a professional or a nurse which takes care of the women or the mother who is pregnant at the time of the delivery. So definitely here, but it is intellectual midwife, intellectual midwife who facilitates the birth of student ideas. Please do understand, so beautifully the author has come up with the key phrases or the statement itself. So here the teacher is the intellectual midwife who facilitates the birth of the students ideas and insights through engaging the critical dialogue. So definitely when you are in the what you say classroom, when you are in the classroom, the teacher is an intellectual midwife. By being an intellectual midwife, the teacher being as a middle intellectual midwife, the teacher facilitates the birth of students ideas, the birth of students ideas and insights. This is very important key phrase, birth of students ideas and insights through what? Through critical dialogue. And probably even we are also having the same kind here. Critical dialogue often takes place in our what do you say discussion. In my class, especially my class, critical dialogue will take place. I hope you all will also what do you say okay with me. So there is a critical dialogue even in our sessions, online live chat also definitely. So in general, the teacher in the classroom is an intellectual midwife who facilitates the birth of students ideas and insights through engaging in the critical dialogue, and in the conducive classroom environment. So it is a classroom environment we are talking about, that is a conducive in the sense which is favorable, conducive in the sense which is favorable, which is healthy, favorable. Conducive means healthy or favorable classroom environment. This role is often switched and the student plays intellectual midwife to the teacher's ideas. So definitely uh, when it is the teacher is an intellectual midwife, there would be another side of it, that the student plays an intellectual midwife to the teacher's ideas also. That definitely whatever the ideas are being put forth by the teacher, again the birth of the students ideas and insights. So definitely again the student also acts or reacts or is also part of the the student also plays an intellectual midwife to the teacher's idea. So definitely it is a vice versa what is going on between the teacher and the student in the conducive classroom environment, only in the conducive classroom environment, or else it will not happen. Please do take it into consideration here when he is trying to say in the conducive classroom environment, teacher and learner is what you say here, teacher will be providing the ideas to the learner, that is to the student, as a midwife, intellectual midwife, and thereby again the student also plays as a role of intellectual midwife to the teacher, again giving the what is it, giving back the teacher's ideas. So definitely a conducive classroom environment is always there in a classroom and in a campus, wherein that probably that might miss what the author says is, and moving to the MOOC, that is massive open online courses based degree system, that is open online degree system. What it says is this system, that is MOOC based degree system, will rob in the sense it will steal away the young teachers, and students of these essential lessons in teaching and learning from each other. That means what is important is the author is talking about is this online degree system, online degree. I'm making it very clear. Please do emphasize on my words and underscore, that is highlight. I'm talking about the open online degree system will rob the young teachers and the students of their essential learning lessons in teaching and learning. So definitely teacher is teaching, learner is also learning, but at the same time learner, that is the students also teach with the ideas of the teachers, and thereby again the teacher also learns from the ideas given by the students towards the teacher. So definitely it is the teaching and learning from each other which takes place, vice versa which takes place, and that is being robbed, that is being stealed. Where? Through the MOOC based degree system, that is open online based degree system. So that is what is the one which is causing a concern. And Shravani says you are amazing, sir. No, I would say amazing are you people. You people are amazing. 100% I would say all the one, everyone who are in the live and also listening to my classes who are live, not live but not in the live chat, are all amazing, are all amazing. I'm saying it is only because of the students. I mean, this generation students are very, very, very fast. That means the kind of intellectual capacity, the kind of reflections are very, very amazing. And in fact, you all are amazing. And only when you are amazing, probably I'll be in a position to just teach you all. Okay, fine, definitely. And now we will look at the sacred spaces. What are the sacred spaces? No doubt, as I was saying, classroom is also a sacred, sacrosanct, as equal as a temple. That is why you say classroom as a temple of learning. So definitely it is a sacred space. And now taking higher education online. So definitely now we are coming to the point, higher education online. So when we are taking higher education as online is much like taking up a sport. Now you will understand it better. Higher education as a sport such as cricket, football or boxing online. So you it is just like playing cricket, football or boxing online, playing a sport online. One has not actually learned the sport. See, definitely we will not learn the sport until unless we are engaged, because we all have what you say gone through that. And to my knowledge, everyone, and I can refer here one what you say student here, that is Naresh. That is Naresh, because he is also in sports. He has also played what you say cricket in regards to under if I'm not wrong, under 16 or under 17. He has also played cricket in regards to the under 16, under 17. So he knows very well. You can learn the sport, you can learn the intricacies of the sports, or you can get perfection in the sports until unless you are engaged with it in one's gully or in the stadium or in the field or in the ring. So definitely that kind of practice is very, very important, and only then you actually enjoy the sport. But if you are playing the sport in the online, you will not enjoy. And the same kind of analogy what the author is trying to what you say put forth here, higher education online is nothing but as equal that, okay, under 19 Hyderabad state level he has gone ahead. So Naresh has also gone ahead with playing cricket, being part of the team, not part of the team, he was very what is a very good batsman, I suppose, if I'm not wrong. Under 19 Hyderabad state level. Good, and we all congratulate you. 17, under 17, 19, whatever it is, but state level. So you know definitely amount of what you say efforts, you put, and you would learn the techniques also. That is the intricacies of the sport, and that the same when he's talking about the higher education online is same as playing a sport online. And in education classroom acts as a space where skills acts as a space wherein the skills, when we are talking about the skills, what are the skills? That is the dialogue, debate, disagreement, friendship are all learnt and practiced. Please do take it into consideration, are all learnt and practiced. And this has to be very well, and this has to be very well taken into consideration. And that is why I said the education, that is the classroom, is a sacred, sacrosanct, and that is where it is a space where the skills, that is dialogue, debate, disagreement is also there, and that is the very much important while you are actually flourishing as a better student. It is not that you always have to agree to the teacher. No, you have a point to be put forth, you make a point, and then on that point there could be a debate, discussion, and then it could be what you say a dialogue also. And then it is not compulsory that you need to agree to whatever the teacher says. No, there has to be a disagreement when you feel if it is right accordingly, logically, and if you can prove it, yes, you can go ahead with the disagreement. And there is absolutely a friendship also between the teacher and the students, and also within the students also, student and student, and also teacher and student, there is friendship. And these are all the skills which we develop or we imbibe in the classroom, that is in the education system itself. And it is intriguing in the sense fascinating or interesting. What is that? To see the policy makers behind this Swayam platform have left off the courses of engineering, medicine, dental, pharmacy, nursing, architecture, agriculture, and physiotherapy on the grounds that they involve laboratory and practical work. So definitely these are the one which have been left out. Definitely they are not part of the Swayam. So you can also take it in for the prelims point of view. So which are all not part of it is engineering, medicine, dental, pharmacy, which are technical, nursing, architecture, agriculture, and physiotherapy on the grounds that they involve laboratory and practical work. So definitely they are the one which have been left out, and which is very important. And this, if you are talking about this Swayam, again it is the caption for this is, please do take it into consideration for prelims point of view. Padhta Bharat, Bharta Bharat. Partha in the sense teaching, learning India, and then moving forward India also. Bharta, moving forward also. Partha is learning, Bharta is moving forward or growing, moving forward or growing, rebuilding India and emerging India. So the MOCs is the massive open online courses, as we have looked at. So Swayam platform launched with at least 350 online courses. This would enable students to virtually attend courses taught by the best faculty. So you can also once try in regards to this for the, what do you say, having a better information in regards to the prelims and also mains examination. So Partha Bharat and Bharta Bharat is the one in regards to this Swayam. It is a tagline of Swayam platform. So what do you mean by Swayam? Any guesses? Because it could be very important for prelims also. Swayam. What do you mean by Swayam? Swayam is steady webs of active learning for young aspiring minds. Repeat, steady webs for active learning for young and aspiring minds. Swayam is that. So also you can make a note now in your what do you say, notebook or in the paper. Swayam means what? Which among the following statements are incorrect in regards to the Swayam? So there could be Swayam there in the question, and in the following statement A, B, C, D, you could have this abbreviation or this acronym, that is steady webs of active learning for young aspiring minds is what is Swayam, and it is a platform, and if you look at the other one, that is all that have been, what do you say, moved out of it and which are part of it or readily adaptable into the online, or the or the subjects that are in regards to the arts, that is social sciences, humanities, or which are lecture and theory based, and whichever are in regards to the arts and social sciences or humanities which are part of the lecture theory based, or the one which are put under the online, that is online platform, that is Swayam. Fine. And definitely in every curriculum there is a tacit in the sense unspoken or understood assumption. What is that? Classroom is a laboratory. Classroom is a laboratory. Definitely classroom is a laboratory. Why? Because you have here hands-on testing on in regards to the ideas, opinions, interpretation, and counter arguments. So definitely classroom is a lab. Classroom is a lab wherein we go ahead with testing on various skills, that is various skills, or that is in regards to the ideas, opinions, interpretation, and counter arguments or disagreements also. And classroom is also a diverse and inclusive classroom is a litmus test for theory or insight. So definitely you have various, what do you say, kind of as we were talking about this counter argument or agreement or dialogues or debates. So all these are what litmus test, which goes ahead in regards to making sure that we are improving our ideas. We are making sure that the classroom is very sacred, and definitely there would be a multidisciplinary system, or multidisciplinarity happens to the serendipity. Serendipity is what? Chance or luck. What this happens is, even in the classroom there is multidisciplinarity which takes place in the classroom, which could be what you say as a chance or a luck or fortune, that we will try to get information, or we will try to learn across various disciplines in the sense various courses, while we are trying to engage in conversation. So definitely this debates, discussion, disagreements, and then counter agreements, your ideas, opinions, interpretation will make you multidisciplinary. Please do understand all this, that is your ideas, your opinions, interpretation, counter arguments, disagreements, dialogues, debates, all will make you into a multidisciplinary approach method. And why? Because you are having that discussion or all that through various disciplines. And why you have that? Because of you are engaging in the conversation with various other disciplines in the classroom or campus. That is the importance, or that is what is actually what you say, making sure that you are into a you are getting into the mode of multidisciplinary. But when you are sitting at what do you say as an online degree program sitting at home, probably that multidisciplinary approach might not get into your entire system itself. So definitely classrooms and campus will have that system of having discussions, debates, wherein you will have that enormous knowledge, and you will definitely try to enhance your knowledge. And definitely, as I said, classrooms and campuses space or the face of offer the potential for solidarity in the face of discrimination, social anxiety, stage fear, paving the way for proliferation. Proliferation in the sense increasing the voluntary associations. So definitely there would be associations that lie outside our the realm of family, economy, and state. So definitely you are not part of the family in the regards to the voluntary association, but in the campus or the classroom, you will definitely get into the different modes that you will have a phase of discrimination, social anxiety, stage fear. All this you will learn it one by one. And then definitely you are also into the proliferation, that is you will increase or multiply your voluntary association with different peoples or different groups which are away from your family, economy, and state. That means you are getting into the mode of a new system itself in the classroom and the campus space, and that will provide you the potential of solidarity. And Satya says basically MOOC will enhance the learning skills, for instance, but it would not enhance the personality development. Yes, that is what the author is talking about, the what do you say the limitations also. Satya, very well said. And in the absence of the physical space, that is what we are all looking at also. My entire the class session also is focusing on that. And in the absence of the physical space, that is when you are only in the streamed education, that is online, when you are not part of the physical space, that is if you look at this, definitely sitting at home and learning, and then when you are in the campus or even you are in the what you say classroom, that feel or that is definitely creating a some other sense. You get into the mode of enhancing your skill, your thoughts, your abilities will definitely grow compared to in regards to the academics. I'm saying in regards to the academics, and also in regards to teaching and learning would give you way to mere content and its consumption. So as I said, first teacher and learner. Teacher creates content, and then learners consume the content. So it is just the point of content and consumption. So that is not really is what is required, but it has to be something else. And then definitely without a shared space to discuss and content ideas, learning dilutes. So definitely when you are not having a space for discussion, or for in regards to the your ideas, when you are not able to share your ideas or discuss your ideas, so definitely in that situation the learning is diluted. There the learning is diluted. Definitely, when you do not have a space in regards to the discussion or having your sharing your ideas, your learning is diluted just to get information. It's diluted to what? Only for the sake of consumption. Only for the sake of consumption. That is only for the sake of getting information. Having information is not at all what you say great. That is what I said. Read, understand, analyze, compare, and then link it with various others. Only reading and you are having information not at all suffice. Read, understand, analyze, link, and then correlate with various other what do you say topics. Only then your learning gets the value of it, and this could dilute norms of evaluation. So definitely when your learning is diluted, so definitely your evaluation norms also diluted, whereby a good lecture might mean merely a lecture with streams. So look at it, a good lecture might mean merely a streams seamlessly without buffering. Yeah, given very good. That means a good lecture, whenever you say, probably the good lecture could be only a what do you say a streaming, that is live streaming, which is happening without buffering. But actually when you are not having any space to discuss or share your ideas, what happens is your learning is diluted. Please do understand, whenever you are not having a space to discuss and share your ideas, so then in that scenario your learning is diluted, your norms of evaluation is also diluted, but you will just have a good lecture which is of what do you say seamless streaming is happening. Seamless, that is without any buffering, you are able to see the lecture. Don't compare it with me. And this entire discussion is in regards to the academics, not in regards to the competitive. And one could think greater value sensitive and socially just architectures and technology. So definitely you have a what you say different kind of approach, that is greater value sensitivity and then social just architecture and technology. So definitely there are various others also, that in regards to the making sure that the technology, and that is this what we are talking about, the online or else in regards to the seamless streaming without any buffering is also what is a beneficial. How it is beneficial? It will also foster the classroom engagement. How? Because it will give access to the students who are with various disabilities and challenges. Please do understand. So the one who are with the various disabilities and challenges, it will add value to their existing meaning of education. So definitely we cannot rule out saying that the MOOC under the Swayam platform is not at all good. It is not at all what you say showing any kind of positive or advantages. No, there are advantages. What it does with the socially just architectures, that is which are justifiable, which are very important architecture and the technologies which can be used to foster the classroom, so that there would be access to the students who are disabled and challenged. That is the disabilities and the challenged students will get added and a more existing meaning of the education. So definitely it is having an advantage. We cannot totally rule out saying that it is against, but definitely for the one who are in regards to the students of facing the disabilities and the challenges, for them it is definitely adding value to the existing meaning of education. But public education model on social distancing. So when we are talking about the public education model or in regards to the open degree program, so this is a functional reduction. This is a functional, it is not increasing, it is a reduction or dilution of the meaning of education itself. It is functional reduction or dilution of meaning of education itself. And such platforms must be seen as a stopgap variant. So definitely all these which are coming up at the time of social distancing will be just a stopgap variant, that is only for the temporary period it would be acting, that is only at the time of lockdown situation, and it will complement the classroom lectures. It will just complement the classroom lectures only, and this they will help us get with the pandemic. That is this will definitely, what do you say, make us move along with or live along with the virus. Live along with the virus. It will help us to get along or get by or live along with the virus, that is pandemic situation. Just as the helmet help us to get by with the traffic police waving penalty slip. So definitely when a traffic police is waving the penalty slip, so immediately we try to, what do you say, cover our head or go ahead with using the helmet which is on the vehicle. So it is that kind of situation. It is a stopgap variant. It is a stopgap variant. Our vocabulary has many terms: a loss of function, that is failure, malfunction, and dysfunction, breakdown. So all these are loss of function. What loss? That is failure, malfunction, dysfunction, or breakdown. But hardly any for the loss of value. So definitely we are not looking at the loss of the value, but only for the loss of the function itself. And the conclusion is malpractice is the closest that comes to mind. Malpractice. So what is a malpractice here? Dilution of education. Please do understand. The malpractice here is dilution of education. Malfunction here, or malpractice, sorry, not malfunction. Malpractice is the dilution of education. Must be resisted. Else, if you are not resisting it, if you are not stopping it, we are asking for multiple concussions. Actually, you don't have the meaning here. I have put all the meanings in the brackets. Whatever I will put, it is for your, what is a better understanding. Those are not part of the newspaper. I'll put it in the, what is a brackets. Whatever are in the brackets, I will keep for your better understanding. So you are asking for, if you are not stop resisting them, so you are asking for multiple concussions. Concussions in the sense unconsciousness, shock, or confusions in the near future. So what is important is the malpractice of the dilution of education should not take place. You should not dilute the education with the streamed education. That is what the author means. And whatever is happening is a good, definitely, but it is only as a stopgap variant. It should not, what you say, continue. We have to resist it, what he says. And but at the same time, it is also helping few of the one who are the students who are having the disabilities and other challenges. For them it is advantageous. For them it is advantageous. And the question is for you all, please do take this. Taking higher education online is much like taking up a sport as a cricket, football, or boxing online. Full stop. In education, the classroom acts as a space where skills such as dialogue, debate, disagreement, and friendship are learnt and practiced. Discuss. I repeat the question once again. This is based, this is in the general essay itself in regards to the higher education or education. You will have one question for sure. Taking higher education online is much like taking up a sport such as cricket, football, or boxing online. Full stop. In education, the classroom acts as a space where skills such as dialogue, debate, disagreement, and friendship are learned and practiced. Learned and practiced. Discuss. So I hope you are all well equipped now to write the answer for this. So you have very good information. So I hope the entire session was very, 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 very important, knowledgeable, and also, what you say, one which was really helpful in regards to you making sure that you have enhanced your skill. And then go ahead with liking the video, share the video, subscribe the Let's Crack UPSC CSE English, and then go ahead with subscribing for 12 or 24 months as per your requirement. And then while you are subscribing, do use my code SBT10. Do not forget to use my code SBT10, that is Sandeep Bhushan Thummala 10, because you will get 10% discount on the original price, that is for 12 months if you are subscribing, or 24 months subscribing. If you haven't downloaded the Unacademy Learners app, go ahead with downloading the Unacademy Learners app and be part of the Unacademy special classes. And there you can have access to all the courses with all or various educators. And then you also have the access to the UPSC CSE English in 10 minutes new channel, and the Telegram link is the Let's Crack UPSC CSE English. Thank you and all the best for your examination. And you can connect me to my Telegram link, that is t.me/Sandeep Bhushan SBT. I repeat, t.me/Sandeep Sandeep Bhushan SBT. And this you can also message me to my WhatsApp number in case you have any queries in regards to the subject, or in regards to the preparation. You can message to my WhatsApp number, that is 9292000311. This is my WhatsApp number. And do not forget to use my code while you are subscribing, that is SBT10, that is Sandeep Bhushan Thummala 10. And then thank you. I would thank everyone who are part of the live and the live chat. Thank you and all the best. Do take care of your health. Try to get into the right mode of consistency, and also follow the schedule, your schedule you follow, and then also take a proper diet, and then definitely you will get through the prelims, mains and interview. Thank you very much. See you on Monday 7:30 a.m. See you on Monday at 7:30 a.m. and then 10:15 a.m. also. Thank you very much.